It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's Maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1780, recorded Thursday, May 21st, 2020. Blood, Sweat, and Trains. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, we have another bike gadget, a totally unique light bulb, another hacking gadget, and your videos all next on the Giz Wiz.
It's the Salem Show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
And here he is, Dick DeBartolo. He is infected with the geek disease. It is true. Luckily, it's not fatal. From what I understand.
The geek disease is just costly because you have an uncontrollable urge to buy gadgets.
At least we got a show for it. At least we have
exactly. Oh, speaking of a show, like the next day, we talked about last week that Chad was close to 1 million subscribers on his Minecraft show, OMG Craft Show. And the next day, you hit 1 million.
It was like 6 a.m. too. It was like less than 12 hours after we recorded the show. 1 million subscribers. I'll be getting a big old plaque from YouTube.
Oh my God. Is it the same plaque as like the ones you have now, but made out of titanium?
Gold?
Or gold?
I don't know if it's real gold. It might be fool's gold, but...
Wow.
So this is considered the silver play button, and you get this at 100,000, and then you get the gold play button at 1 million, and then you get the diamond play button at 10 million. I think.
Wow.
That one.
Now, at what point do they give you the belt that these buckles can go on? Don't they look like belt buckles?
Yeah, they do. That one does for sure.
Like
and this is the old style. They have the million one will not be here. I can kind of show you an image just by looking it up. My YouTube play button plaque. I don't know. Here are Creator Awards. Oh, there's a whole Wikipedia article about them. What on earth? Oh, but they don't have any images.
Oh, Wikipedia is very short on images. There's the tiny images in the...
Yeah, there were icons. Here we go. So this is the new style, and this is the old style. So
I see. Okay.
And so here are the crazy ones. That's the diamond one.
Wow. And I assume it's a real diamond, right?
I'm sure. The thing is probably, this is about the same size as the one I have. So it's that'd be a pretty big diamond. A little bigger than the Hope diamond, Wow. Just a bit.
Oh, that's great. My only claim to fame is I hit 10,000 tweets, but there's no prize. No prize for that.
You have a legitimate cred. I don't see. Do you have a Wikipedia article? Don't you? I think. No?
You know what? I bet I do.
I don't even.
DEBARTOLO.
Yeah.
No.
It's the first thing. It pops up when I search your name.
Oh, okay.
Spell it right. Well, yeah, there it is.
Okay. I do have it. A thing. But probably no photos, right?
No, you got one. Look at this.
Oh, I do. Oh, okay.
Somebody
All
out
right.
there.
Well, you don't have a Wikipedia page?
No. I've tried, and they delete it every time.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know who did that.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. Well, that's something.
Here, I can look maybe. Yeah.
Oh, see if you have a page. Someone's a fan.
If someone edited yours, here I'm trying to view history. Here we are, and we can thank the people who have been contributing.
Oh, okay. I'm going to be very embarrassed if it turns out that I did it, but I never remember doing.
This says DeBartolo. Wait a second. And Dennis, huh? No.
No. Dennis would not. Dennis would be lucky to be able to find the Wikipedia page, let alone create it.
So yeah, there's all sorts of people. There's not one person who's really going in here. But here, this shows all the revisions and whatnot.
Okay.
Angry Candy did something back in 2014.
Oh my God. Okay.
So yeah, there's all sorts of people in here changing stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm not legit.
Well, you will now. Once this show gets released,
I don't know.
You'll probably have three. You'll have an OMG Chad page, a regular Chad page, and right now, your mom and dad are going, how do we do that? How do we do that?
So yeah. Anyway, yeah. So it was exciting, very exciting.
Yeah, that's great. I think that's just great.
And I loved your email. You sent a very funny email too.
Oh, well, that was good. It was wonderful. It's just wonderful. So the only news in my thing here is that this building is getting a gas heater.
Oh yeah.
And the only way the gas heater can get to the basement is through my backyard.
Oh no.
So Dennis and I got a hand truck and moved the greenhouse back 5 feet. And then the construction guys showed up and they said, they had come earlier and they said, oh, moving the greenhouse was great, but what we meant was you have to move your trains.
Oh no.
That's what I said. What? And they said, this thing is 1,100 pounds and you only have 4 feet between your train board. And so they're all there waiting and the thing is out on the truck. So I just get wire clippers.
Oh no.
Clipped all the wires to the trains. And then the 6 construction guys carried the train board.
Oh no.
I know. Anyway, that's all right.
Oh my God. Now, you don't have like a side entrance, right? Like do you have like any space between the buildings? How does that get it back there?
No, they go through my apartment. That was part of the problem. I had to move all the furniture to one side of my apartment.
Oh my God.
And then they ran the thing through my apartment out in the backyard and then down the cellar steps.
Oh my gosh.
And so I said to the guy, can I put the trains back now? And he said, well, you should talk to the people who are going to erect the 5-story chimney.
Wait, into your backyard?
Yes. The chimney is going in my backyard. 2 different people came. One person said to me, we have to drill a hole through your living room floor and the chimney will come up through your floor and then go out your back wall. And I said,
can't you use the old exhaust?
I could. Then the other chimney guy showed up and he explained that and he said, why would we do that? I said, I told him that there's a grating outside. So he walked outside and he said to the guy, why would we drill through his living room floor? It can come up through this grating.
And you said, you're hired. The other guy's
And he said, but you need a chimney and an exhaust. And he said, so we'll make the exhaust on the other side of the cellar door so we don't have to go through his floor.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know. I thought when they said they were switching to gas heat, I thought, oh, great. One day I'll come in and it'll be warm and I wouldn't have to wait for the oil truck or anything. Who knew?
It feels like you've put your own blood, sweat, and tears and trains into it.
And yes, blood, sweat, and trains, exactly.
Now, is there
what chimney's going to be?
Train company that like is really known for the like? There's the brand of
LGB. LGB builds the most. Those trains, most of those trains out there are LGB. They've been out there for 15 years.
Yeah.
Occasionally, I forget to take them in, and if a big storm is coming, and that trolley has been in a block of ice, and when it defrosts, it just runs. It just runs. I mean, they're wildly expensive. Like that little trolley is $600.
Yeah,
but everything is sealed. The motors are sealed. Yeah. Nothing can get in there.
Yikes.
So anyway. So it was an
So
eventful
do you think
week.
that you're going to like remake it, or are you just going to try to resolder it together?
I'm going to remake it, and it's very funny because I have a fence and the people next door to me built a new fence, and there's 10 inches of empty space between them. So I'm trying to work out a way that I can recess the train slightly in and have a little more walking space in my yard.
Yeah.
So, and also it was hard to get to the back of the board. So now, I can repaint the board and everything. I mean, it's going to be okay, but it's going to be a lot of work.
Yeah, what a pain you weren't expecting.
Yes,
Assuming there's not a
exactly.
chimney in the way.
No, that's right. The chimney will be right as you step out in the yard, going straight up for 5 stories. I guess 6 stories. It's something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Wow, what an update. Holy moly.
What an update. What an update. Anyway, should we jump into our show?
Let's get into it. Yeah.
Okay, so May is Bike Safety Month, and we have one more safety gadget.
Okay, what the heck is it? All right, so Dennis
stopwatch.
guessed it was a lock,
Oh, stopwatch.
but it's not. I'm going to show you what it is. By the way, we're outdoors. It's Riverside Park. It's windy. So hopefully that's not going to obscure the sound too much. So what this is, I'll show you. It's called, just so you know, I got it, but I'm not within 6 feet of anybody, my mask. It's called Rear Viz, okay, like rear vision. And it is the look forward, see behind mirror, okay? So what's different about this, it's a mirror that you wear, okay? So it's a heavy-duty Velcro wrap, and you can put it anywhere you want. Let's see, I'll probably, I don't know how this is going to work. What I'll do is I'll just, I guess that's why we're here, is to see how the heck this thing is going to work. So we're going to move that up here, and I will put it on my arm. All right, so it's on my arm. Now I'm going to open it up. Got to flip this up. Okay, now there's the mirror, okay? And now the mirror is 360 degrees turnable. And it's very tight to turn, and I thought, that's so tight. And then I read about it, and what they say is, oh, this is good.
Oh.
This might just work. What they said is, instead of having the mirror on your bike, which bounces every time there's a bit of rough road, the mirror on your arm won't bounce quite so much. So I don't have a bike. Okay, I had a bike, but my apartment is too small. I needed more gadgets than the bike, but I still have my Razor scooter, okay, which I haven't used all winter. So I'm going to open it up, if I remember how. Okay, this has to click down. I'm trying not to get it mixed up in my wire. Can you drop some more wire down? Okay, very good. And all right, so I'm going to do that, and I'm just going to stand on it for a minute so I can see if this gets me anything. Okay, that. Now, you do end up seeing more of, I'm trying to see what's behind me.
I'm seeing more sleeve than anything.
I see more arm than... All right, this is better.
Did you see that guy coming up behind?
All right, so
I
guess what I have to do is I'm going to disconnect this, and I'm just going to ride a bit and then come back. So just in that little bit of a ride, I can see a couple of things. One is, I noticed in the videos, bikers are not wearing jackets. So as the jacket is bunched up, it blocks a lot of the mirror. So if you have a bare arm, you're probably better off.
Just before the elbow or up above the elbow. We have 4 different length armbands to fit any size arm. It also has 3 pivots of circular motion. You can open it up and angle it. So it's going to fit any size arm, and you're going to be able to angle it perfectly. And a small movement.
It does give you some view in the back, and also this is going to work better on a bike because look at how close these handlebars are. So on a bike, your arm's going to be out further, and now I can see all the way down the drive.
That is interesting.
Yeah, so I didn't even know about Mirrors You Wear, but this company I think might be in Australia, but they have free worldwide shipping. I put a link to their webpage in the show notes. And yeah, so it's $38, and I somewhere it says free worldwide shipping. But then on Amazon, it turns out that there are tons of these, including one that it's a mirror you wear on your arm, but then the mirror's on the extension. Just go to the Amazon. Oh, look at that first one.
That looks
a little.
If that's not a crappy corner gadget, I don't know what it is.
Yes. But the thing about that one is if you fall off your bike, you stand a great chance of slashing your wrist at the same time.
Interesting.
But
they all seem, or at least this one and the other one, they all seem in that price range of $30. So here's a $15 one.
Oh,
16, yeah. That one was 30, I guess. And the other one was 30. So I was thinking that they were all in that price range. So there's a few cheaper ones if you want to shop around.
Yeah. So and also the one that I showed has a separate mount that clicks on and becomes a camera mount. I think if you want to ride and have your GoPro on your wrist, you can just snap the mirror off and click in the other mount that they make.
Interesting.
So that's kind of a fun thing.
Yeah. I could definitely see if I get terrified riding a bike.
You do?
Oh, heck yeah. I don't trust anyone. It's mostly you just get hit by a car and you're dead. And so I get very nervous. And then I did the electric scooter stuff for a little while and constantly looking over my shoulder. So this seems like something that would be nice. It's also, if you're someone who uses an electric scooter, if you rent them, you can't modify them. So this is kind of nice that it fits on your arm, carry it in your bag, maybe put it with your helmet, and then you can strap it on right before you go renting electric scooters or something like that. That's nice.
Yeah, no, it's just funny. I always thought that outside your house it would be like one car every 30 minutes or something.
Oh, no.
So, okay.
No, it's like in my neighborhood, like right in front of my house. I live on a more main street of my neighborhood, but it's still just a neighborhood street. And I would say there's probably a car at least every 5 minutes, if not every few minutes. At night, it might be a while. But then also, when I tend to, take my bike around, or whenever I'm traveling somewhere and rent an electric scooter, that tends to be like downtown sometimes. So
yeah, that's true.
There's a lot of cars there.
I mean, I wouldn't take a bike in the city other than in the park. I'm not going to ride down Fifth Avenue on a bike.
Yeah.
Although now you could ride down Fifth Avenue with no problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Right now. So yeah, that's I think that's a cool gadget.
Yeah. I thought it was clever too. Okay, a quickie, guess the gadget before I tell you what it is, and here it is.
Okay.
I have another little guessing game. Dennis, the only person in the room.
Earrings?
Earrings? No.
A weird
Does
paper
this give
clip?
you a hint?
What? They kind of look like clamps.
No, it shouldn't, because they don't go anywhere near your fingers. Okay, they are gadget clips for cords. Okay? Let me hear. This
Oh,
will
I wasn't too
explain it
far
in a minute.
off.
No, you weren't.
Gadget clip.
Yeah, they remind me of
Look like
those
snails, don't they? All right, so let's
other
get a couple of
clamp things. I don't know what you call them.
cords
Y clamps? I don't remember
and
now.
see what they do. All right. So neat packaging that they come in, isn't it? So I bought the variety pack, and in the variety pack, white is small, blue is medium, and black is large. And it's for, actually, if they work, it's a good idea, because I hate when you roll up cords and then you tie the plug in and you do a double knot, and then when you put it on the shelf, the cord all falls down. So I'm assuming that you could roll the cord up. I didn't even know this was going to work. You would do that,
It's kind of thick cord.
and then that looks like a large. I'm not even sure the large is big enough for this. So that would go over there like that. You know, actually, that's not bad.
Yeah.
It's better than I could do. All right, so I like that. These are the worst. God, I hate mic wire, okay? Especially the little lavalier. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be a 16-minute. What the heck is it? Oh, okay.
Fortunately, it's two pieces of cable
well, this
together,
one
I
has a little
realized.
thing on it, which I'm going to ignore and pretend it doesn't. All right, so we're going to wrap that up. And I guess you use the tiny ones for that. And goes through. You know, this isn't a bad idea, because I think even if you throw them into a camera case or something, I think they're going to stay wound up.
Nick with a C said he just
Listen
saves
to-
the wires from
And
other
I like
wires.
the fact that they come in sizes. This is good, actually. You know, I guess if you really were fanatical, just use two of them, so that even if you throw it in with a bunch of other wires, it's not going to get tangled. All right, so basically, how much they cost depends on how many you buy. If you buy a few of them, they're like $2 each. I bought the 30 pack, and I think I bought it directly from the company. I think the 30 pack. Let me see. What does this say? It was 20 of these for $30. All right, so that's $1.50 each, and it looks like they're a tiny bit more on Amazon. Let me see if I can. Let me get something easy to figure out. Oh, okay. So 30 at $1.50 would be $45. So they are about $1.50 each. If you buy 24 of them, see if you buy only 12. Let's just go down here. A 12 pack is $24. So 12 pack, they're $2 each. If you go to 24, they're exactly $1.50 each. So that's it. They're called Gadget Clip, and I think you can buy one size only, but I like the Gadget Clip variety pack, and I like the fact that you can just look in the bag and see small, medium, and large. That's a thumbs up from the Giz Wiz.
I like it.
Yeah. And Becky said when you close the clip, you can hang the wires up.
I was just going to suggest that too, you could put that up on something.
On a hook, yeah.
A little hook, thumbtack. I like how much they presume that this is going to help. These bundling clips for all the chaos in life. For all the chaos in life.
Doctors use them when like they have a big long slip. They don't stitch anymore.
Yeah.
They use like 5 of these, medical grade, of course. And they say, just be careful when you walk around until the wound heals.
For all the chaos, all the chaos. This is what I thought they were at first, was these type of binder clips.
I've used those, but they
it's not made. They're not big enough.
Exactly. And they if the wires are a lot, I'm afraid that it's going to strip some insulation or something.
Yeah.
Whereas these have a nice wide round opening. So that's why I like them too.
One thing also is that these mention outdoor. I could really see this being great for Christmas lights, something you kind of want to attach to something else.
Oh, yes. And you know
really
what? It's very interesting because they make them in black, white, or all in green.
Yeah.
And I thought for gardening, I think, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Because they're plastic, they wouldn't corrode. I liked the suggestion of just using the ties that come with packaging because all the time you'll get extra little twisties.
Yes.
I was like,
yes. And usually they're
keep them
all
warm.
over the place until I need one.
My cats love to play with them, and I have to make sure they don't because those things aren't like digestible, and I don't trust my cats not to eat them. So I pick them up real fast. I tend to use Velcro, where I get the Velcro that has the soft and hard on the same strip, and then if you just wrap it around, it'll attach to itself. And I've been using that for years. And I kind of like that because whenever you unwrap the cord, I always just take the Velcro and stick it back on there just really tight. And so it stays with the cord, which I kind of like. So I feel like this has this application too, because I wouldn't be using Velcro outside.
Yeah, no, I think that's good. And do you know how to properly wrap mic wire?
Yes. You have to go one way and then you have to like twist the cable.
Yes.
I don't have.
Yes.
Here, actually.
Because when I use the handheld mic, it's a much heavier cable. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Chad will now show you how to wrap a cable.
You have to take your hand, I don't have much here, and kind of toss it over, and then so you do that every other one. So you just like a normal one, and then you kind of toss it under, and then it'll make sure that you're not leaving any extra kinks or anything. So if you just wrap it up real fast, it's going to start kind of twisting and stuff like that. And you want to make sure that you avoid that at all costs. So you do like just a normal up, throw it under, and you're actually putting this cable underneath. And you can. College taught me that. I only took one film class in college, and this is what I learned. My cable is a little messed up anyway, so it's not behaving.
Yeah, and when you do it like that, and I do that on the big mic cable, you can just throw the cable down, and it just unwinds without a kink.
Yeah,
so
quite nice.
Yeah,
quite nice.
Okay.
One more gadget for you.
One more gadget, and this is a very unique gadget. At least I hadn't seen this before. Let's see if anybody else has.
It's the Giz Wiz, and you know what? I buy lots of stuff, okay? I usually get a UPS every day and FedEx every other day. And so when these white boxes come, I write what it is on it, and I forgot what kind of LED bulbs it is, but I figure if I bought it, it must be something for the Giz Wiz, okay? And there should be something special, but I can't. Whoa! Look at that already.
Ooh, fancy.
Something special. Wow. What the heck are these?
They look like they don't have a connector at the bottom. How do they?
Oh my God. They're so old. There's stuff growing in them. Oh my word. Look at this. Oh my gosh. You know what these are? These are light up terrarium bulbs. Okay. Oh, I know. It's going to say, I hope it's going to say, be sure to take out the spacer.
Oh, this tab.
This is annoying. Wait. Oh, hang on. Light up succulent terrarium glass bulb with 10 LED string lights. Never needs watering. includes batteries and bonus batteries. Yeah, where are the...
Never needs watering.
But you know what? I hope that there's a
code for
spacer
its
in
plastic.
here. Well, first of all, I hope I'm not ruining this. No, I don't like this. Let me see what she says.
Hey, it's Katie and Joey bringing you today's deal on the 2-pack terrarium light bulbs. Now, what's really cool about these is they do actually light up, and they're going to look awesome.
Oh, look at that.
These super sleek decorations are going to spruce
Huh.
up any bookshelf, tabletop, or nightstand in your home. And just like Katie said, there's 10 LEDs inside, as well as 2 different succulent plants.
Well,
One and 1 torch.
yeah.
They're official, but they look like the real deal, and you don't need to water them.
Now, these are made out of a really thick, durable...
Tell me about the battery, lady.
And a nice modern touch to your patio as well.
And these are ready to work right out of the box. They run on 2 batteries, which are included. There's a simple one-touch on and off button.
Oh, wait a minute. He took the top off the battery. All right.
Oh.
This
Did you see that
compartment
quickly
has
go
to
by?
open.
Yeah.
It wasn't until
You know
I watched
what?
it.
There's no spacer.
It wasn't until I watched it.
There is no spacer. Oh, man. Stay on. Oh. Okay.
Now we're in
Here's the bad
business.
news. If you leave them on, you kill a set of batteries every 4 hours. So you're certainly not going to put them on a shelf and leave them on. This one went on for a minute. God.
They're a little
There's
temperamental.
something that we don't know, a secret. This one was lit for a minute too. Anyway, we'll fool with that off camera. But anyway, they're fake plants, and you can water them, but just once because they'll short out. But I think it's pretty neat. So these are driving me crazy. We spent almost an hour. We found 2 things. Look what we found on the desk. Can you see that? Because in the video, I watched the video a bunch of times. Where's the other one? So these, they must be set so when you unscrew the bulb top, they fall out because we found them on the desk. And then I said, well, we still don't have spare batteries. And Dennis said, maybe they can work with 1 battery. So we took a battery out of each one and they still work. But you think they would throw a sheet in the box to say that even though there are 2 batteries in the battery compartment, it'll work with 1, and those are your spare batteries? I don't think anybody's going to figure that out. But now that we know, and now that they light, but don't forget, it's 4 hours of on life on 1 set of batteries. So what you do is you leave them on when guests come, and then you say, why don't you go into the other room? And as soon as they leave the room, shut these off. Okay. And then run out ahead of them, and when they're leaving, turn them back on again. Well, that's it. I think that's really a great idea on how to use these bulbs. Bye.
You just got to make sure that your parties don't last any longer than 4 hours.
4 hours, exactly. Now this afternoon, I think they're cheap. It's 2 for. They're 4. What is that? $4.45 each.
Yeah, $4.45
But
each.
just remember, it is so stupid that the batteries. My guess is that everybody's going to just go through both batteries. The lights will be brighter, and it'll probably still burn out in 4 hours.
Yeah. It really
and
makes you wish they
fortunate-
were like solar powered or something. You know?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
sure,
I
it
mean,
only lasts
they're
4 hours.
2032s, which I've gotten for 50 cents. So basically, you're talking about, what is that, 12 cents an hour, 12 and a half cents an hour. They're great fun. There's, she says somewhere along the line, they're water resistant. You could leave them out on a patio in some light rain, but they're not waterproof. But I think they're attractive and they're clever, and certainly they could use some instructions in the box.
Yeah. Light up terrarium.
Terrarium.
What a bright idea.
Yes.
With that,
We go to Chad's Crappy Corner.
Might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it?
so I'm all tangled up here. I have another hacking gadget. I don't know how I got myself
I
tangled
think
like
while
this.
wrapping up the other cable, you
How did this
accidentally
happen?
wrapped up your own wire.
I don't know. I'm getting even more tangled. I'll deal with this later. This is the gadget, Raspberry Pi.
Okay.
This is now the second week we've done a Raspberry Pi based gadget. This is, by the way, I don't think I said this last week, but this is the Raspberry Pi 3 Model B. This is the one I'm running right now. But to give you a little hint of what we're going to be talking about, I made this. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. So I recorded a video about my hacked together gadget, and so let's watch. Hey diggity, so here we are with another hacked together gadget, and what is more hacky than 3D printing? So I have my Monoprice Mini Select V1 here. This is one that I've showed off on the show before. So the problem with 3D printing sometimes is that it is a very manual process. Just to give you a quick overview, normally you download an STL, which is just an object, you slice it, you put that, which is called a G-code, that sliced object onto an SD card, and you run that SD card over to the printer. Some printers do have Wi-Fi, this one does, but the interface for uploading that G-code and managing your prints is really, really crummy, and it misses a lot of features. Introducing the hacked together gadget today, which is Octoprint. And so we are using a Raspberry Pi running Octoprint here, and it's very, very simple. You just use a flasher to flash an SD, put the SD in there, it'll install everything, and then pretty minimal setup, to be honest. You just have to tell Octoprint how big the print bed is and a few other things. There's tons of plugins for Octoprint and whatnot. So here's actually the interface for Octoprint. You can see that it has even noticed, just after just plugging in the USB cable, it's even noticed that this printer doesn't have firmware to have mandatory safety features, so I might cause a fire, that sort of thing. Didn't even know that until Octoprint warned me about it. So this is the interface. What's really nice is that it is way better than the standard interface that this printer comes with. I can adjust print temperatures right now. Right now I have it primed so that it can kind of print immediately, but if I wanted to completely turn this off, set this to 0 degrees, hit check, and then you can see there's about 4 different graphs going on here, because you have a bed level temperature, or a bed temperature, and a extruder temperature, and then their actual temperature. So you have the target temperature and the actual temperature for both of those things. That comes out to 4 different things. So this red line is slammed to the ground when I set the temperature. Here, I'll set it back up to maybe say 100 here. And you can see it move again. And then the larger red line up there, that is what the current temperature of the extruder is at immediately. So this type of information is very nice to know. Another thing that is very nice whenever you are checking this stuff remotely, because that's basically what you're trying to set up here, is that you may want to actually see what your print is doing, what is actually going on with the printer. So you can go over here to the control interface, and I have a webcam set up right here. This is just a Logitech webcam, and that is monitoring the bed, which means that I can easily check to see, is my print failing? How's it doing? And then here on this control tab, I can even do a few things like send the printer to its home position. I could raise the Z axis if I wanted. So there's a whole bunch of different things. I can even send G-code to go to terminal. It even has stuff for time lapse. So using that webcam, it can create its own time lapse. Incredibly powerful software. So let's do a little example here. Here I have an STL that I made myself. It's a little Giz Wiz logo down here. It may be a little bit difficult to see, but that is a little Giz Wiz right there. This is Cura. So once again, you have to have an STL, which is just an item, just an object, and the printer isn't smart enough to immediately print that object. It needs to know exactly what coordinates to head to and exactly when and exactly where to be. So a software like Cura is the thing that tells it that by slicing it all together. I've already gone ahead and sliced it. It doesn't take very long. So you can actually see every single path that the printer will take in order to make this print. And I could even go down layer by layer if I wanted to see exactly what is going on with this print. So that is what Cura does, the software, completely free. So I didn't have this connected, but anyway, there you go. You can see print with Octoprint. You can normally print to, you could save this to a file, you could save it to an SD card, but actually having print with Octoprint here is very nice. So we click that, and it's also integrated in with Cura. You can see immediately from the interface that my printer has started working and that it is getting ready to print. Obviously, this is for remote use. That is the main thing. So I probably wouldn't be sitting right next to my printer. Printers are very loud, so having this to set your printer in a different room that you're not always in and being able to monitor it remotely is a huge, huge advantage. So that is basically Octoprint. Super simple simple for 3D printing, I guess I should say, to set up. Very, very useful, has tons of functionality, and integrates with tons and tons of different tools that are used for 3D printing. So much so that the way that I found out about Octoprint was just how everybody in 3D printing communities talks about how a printer may work with or without Octoprint. So there you go. We'll be back in a few minutes, probably half an hour, to see how this print is doing. So there you go. That's basically it. I just recorded a little bit of footage of it printing this. This basically feels like a professional layer on 3D printing where you don't get that with just a normal printer. So right here, you can actually see, this is the G-code, and so you can see each eye filling in as the printer moves over to each eye, and then as it starts a new layer, it starts that, and so you can see exactly what type of thing it's trying to do. And then this was it. It took about 50 minutes to print that, and there it is. It's all done.
That's great.
Octoprint is what I keep saying over and over again. OCTO, print, all one word, open source project, and whatnot. So there you go.
So it's free?
Yeah, free. Just the Raspberry Pi is all you need, and Raspberry Pis are pretty inexpensive. You need all the other, like you need a webcam and a power supply for the Raspberry Pi and whatnot. But yeah, completely free, open source. And has a huge community around it. Here's how I would describe it. It is basically the WordPress or Squarespace of like website design to 3D printing. It's like you don't have to load it in on an SD card, walk it over there, click the G code you want. You can just either send it there, or you can use the web interface to upload a G code as well, that sort of thing. So it's really nice. I hope that I was trying to kind of do a primer on 3D printing and Octoprint at the same time so that people would understand what was kind of going on. So I hope we haven't lost too many folks with that. There you go. Octoprint.
Excellent. Excellent.
With that, let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse. Longhorn.
Okay, our video is from Mo. We haven't had one in several weeks. And he says, hey, guys, see if you can guess what this is before the reveal.
Ooh,
so let's take a peek.
Hey, Dick and Chad. Love the show. Today I bring you another Guess What the Heck Is It? This is a quick look at it before I show you my family.
Obviously a mouth
what it is.
thing.
Yeah,
That does guess it.
that's
So,
for sure. It goes.
There goes the.
I don't know why I wouldn't
guessing
do
game
it,
with the
but
family. But before I get started with that, can you
this
guess
like-
what this is?
For baking? Like maybe someone who doesn't have hands? Is that a tongue?
it definitely looks like a mouth guard.
Yeah,
at
it's a
one
mouth
end, right?
guard, and it's supposed to look like a tongue. What it would be used for, I have
Oh,
no
a
idea.
tongue. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're doing another Guess What the Heck
Is it
is
a
it?
But what would it be used for?
Okay, so
For tenderizing your meat.
okay.
This kind of looks like something.
No, you don't put it on your foot. Okay, give it to player 2.
To groom your
Can you
pet?
guess what it is?
It
What the
looks like
chat
a
is saying?
sadistic dentist mouthpiece.
No.
Sadistic.
Can you guess what it
I
is?
think I actually know what it is because I've seen this before. Is it a thing that you put in your mouth and you groom your cat with it?
Oh, Chad, you got it.
That was the chat that got that.
It's one of the weirdest
Oh, lick
How does
'em.
that-
Oh my God!
Is it just a
this for
scratch?
real?
I saw this. I had to buy it. I couldn't believe this.
disgusting. So that is a mouthpiece?
Yes. You put this in your mouth.
Try it, try it.
Your
No.
cat with it.
Cat, yeah.
I don't have a cat to test it with, so I can't test
Oh,
it.
the chat room
So it
says,
was guessed. I didn't
ew.
think anybody would guess it, but I guess they saw it.
actually knew. I was just pretending.
Okay.
That is so
So that was a
funny.
lot of fun, and I hope you guys had a lot of fun. And again, this was the weirdest thing
I think your cat would look at you like he would not.
Yeah, your cat would go, no thanks.
It's I don't know even anyone who would have a cat that would use this. Would you use this, Chad? I don't know. Let us know.
Only for a
All right,
dare.
so I hope you liked the video. Love the show. Thank you so much. Everyone, keep safe. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Mo. That is...
Oh, what does it cost? Did he sent a
You know,
link? I
yeah,
think.
he did. It's not that expensive. It's $11. See, I just...
But
Just looking at this, I would have thought... I guess, thinking about it now, my cat, I guess, would be enjoyed being scratched by that. But I was... That was not the first thought I had.
well, why would you not just use it? Why would you? Oh God!
Even the cat's going,
Yeah,
sir,
exactly.
please.
The cat's going, oh my God, take the picture and let me out of here.
Oh my gosh. Are there
Get me
reviews?
another I want to do cat food commercials, not this.
Ah, man. Yeah. I don't...
Oh, and also they have another option: scratcher plus
Oh.
brush. Are they both for your mouth?
Oh, I see. So this
Yes,
one
they
is more
are.
thinner teeth, so that it could be more of a brush instead of just a scratcher.
Well, if you want two gag gifts, you can get the combo and spend $9 for each one.
Here's a BuzzFeed video of.
Oh my God, this is. Oh my God. Oh.
This would only be this. I don't think it's the same product. This would only be possible on a dare. Like I would never.
Yes. Yes.
I must connect with my cat and have it think that I am licking it. I am grooming it.
And the cat in that video looks like she's terrified. Like,
Yeah.
what the?
Yeah. Nope.
Mo, thank
Good
you.
one.
That is. I'm glad you spent the $10.99.
That is so funny.
No, that's very. Hawks Post says this is a gag gift in more ways than one. The gag gift that makes your friends gag. I think that's their. We'll sell them that as their slogan.
That's the next business. We should start the next Kickstarter. There's a whole line of gifts that make you gag, and we call them gag gifts.
Gag gifts. There you go. There you go. Someday
Hairball, not included.
Our fortune will follow us.
Thank you. How can people send in more videos?
Okay, so a video about any kind of a gadget. As you can see, we're talking about any kind of gadget. Make a 2 to 3 minute video. Just make sure it's horizontal and we can hear you. And put it on YouTube. You can click on, there's a drop down menu. Click on listed if you only want people to see it, that you send a URL to, and send us that URL, and it goes to mail@gizwiz.tv. And if we show you video, we're showing pretty much all of them. You'll get, if you live in the U.S., you get a Mad magazine and a 39-year-old Alfred E. Newman picture autographed to you. If you live outside the U.S., I will sign one of those 39-year-old photos and send you a high-res image no matter where you live, and you can print it out. And we've done that a bunch of times now, and people said, you hang it on the wall, no one knows it's not the original. Mail@gizwiz.tv. Any kind of gadget, new, old, hate it,
weird.
Love it. Yes, weird.
Would never
Weirder
buy
than
it.
that, I don't know if we're going to find, but
No.
you can try.
If you do, you get a special prize. With that, let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters now.
And our letter is from Angela Newhook, who has sent us several videos over time. And she says, hey, Chad, watching the show, you mentioned how frustrating it is to order things for your show. I guess from Amazon, I think you were talking about. Try ordering from eBay. I'm here in Canada. And since this forced hibernation, I've been doing a little extra ordering because I'm bored. And I get my things pretty close to the expected shipping date.
Interesting.
On eBay. Yeah, Ange. Boy, I think this past week, Amazon was the worst ever. They they not only tell you 5 days away, they revise it.
Yeah, and it gets pushed back.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it says, oh, news. It doesn't say bad news. It just says news. Your shipping date has changed. It's now 3 days after the long period. To tell you the truth, we should get Prime members should have 2 months added to their membership.
Oh yeah.
But because we're paying for fair shipping and we're not getting it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean,
that's my rant. Amazon, are you listening?
It's been like, I've had a few things where I've ordered it also, and I specifically order one thing versus another because it says that it will be so much faster, and then right after I hit order, it's like, yeah, it'll arrive 6 days after you thought it was. It's like, I just bought the thing. It said it in checkout when it was arriving. It's
yes, you
so
are exactly
frustrating.
right. I was trying to get something for the boat, and one of them said May 22nd, and one said May 29th. So I bought the one May 22nd. Oh, it's $4 more, but I need it.
Right.
And then that's exactly. It seemed like they're both coming from the same place, even though they were being sold by two different companies. I made sure it was not the same company, sold by two different companies. And after I ordered it, I got the news that it'll come in 9 days, not 3 days.
Yeah. Yep.
Anyway.
I can't wait.
Amazon, get your act together. We want a rebate.
I just want gadgets to arrive on time. That's all.
That would be good.
Really interesting about eBay, because I guess the eBay sellers are, nothing's really, maybe nothing's changed, unless there's someone who sells masks. Like, you know, you're still selling the same stuff. So I guess their process, whatever they use, is the same. eBay is something that's always been there. It's always been so huge, and I've never used it.
You never used eBay?
Oh, no, I have, but it's just never my go-to thing.
Oh, me either.
And if I'm gonna buy anything, I don't go no. And the other thing is, normally when I'm on Amazon, I need something like a cable. I need some USB-C cable. That's something I would never go to eBay for. But I know eBay has done a lot to try to rebrand themselves as, hey, we sell used stuff and new stuff too. Yeah. So maybe I should give it another try. Yeah, people are saying, David, you should try eBay more often. Because it's been frustrating.
I had the opposite thing with a company called Defender, which is boating products, and I wanted a fuel filter, and it said order before 4:30, and it goes out the same day. So I ordered it, and then at the top it says, due to the virus and the back orders, things ordered today will ship tomorrow. And I thought, well, I already ordered it.
Yeah.
And it came the next day at noon.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah, I know. It was astounding. It was astounding.
Wow.
I ordered it at noon, and I had it the next day at 2 p.m. So
see,
anyway,
I do wonder how much of it is in the seller's hands too, because I sell stuff on.
Oh, are we frozen again?
Uh-oh. Oh, I see you just fine. I don't know if you see me.
Okay. I do now.
Okay, good.
You just started to say, I wonder.
Yeah, so I wonder how much is the sellers can control, because I run my own store and the Hello OMG store, and I haven't done a lot of shipping recently, but even in the small amount, I maybe shipped 8 things over the past 2 months. And there's been 2 major issues where I shipped something to someone. I've shipped this exact product in this exact packaging 100 times, and it just got lost. It's just gone. And so I had to ship them another one. And then that one, normally it takes 5 days to get anywhere in the US. It took 9 days. And I was sitting there all worried. Is this the post office? Yeah, this is almost all of this is USPS, first class.
Yes. Lately, for ABC, I ordered something on a Thursday, and I needed it by the following Thursday. And I told the guy, I said, I'm making a big bike trip. I didn't want to tell him it was for ABC. Is it possible to get this out right away? And so they sent me the tracking number on Friday. They're in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And it took 10 days. And also someone emailed me and said, I wonder what the heck is it? And I don't have my magazine yet. I said, I mailed your magazine on May 1st. It took about 13 days to Schenectady. Okay. It's just up the river.
You could have sent it on a pigeon faster.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And I should say that sometimes Chad sends me an email and said, how close are you to Lincoln Park? I go, can you deliver something for me? I go, Chad, I'll pay the postage. Just send it out.
But it's so much more, I just know the guy who's sending it, it just makes me feel good.
He's waiting.
Oh, man. Thanks for the letter. I definitely will check out eBay a little bit more. Thank you also to our patrons over at patreon.com/Giz Wiz. You guys are incredible because you support the show every single episode. Thank you so much. If this is a tough time. If you can't support, listen, we totally understand, totally get it. And just whenever you can, come back. It'd be great. If you're someone who likes the Giz Wiz, please consider giving back over at patreon.com/Giz Wiz. We appreciate it so much. You get to vote on my crappy corner themes. It's a great time, great community. If you don't want to give via Patreon, you can always give via our website, gizwiz.tv. Click on the Patreon tab, but there's a PayPal link on that page if you want to give via PayPal. Thank you so much to everybody who supports the show. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Speaking of GizWiz.tv, that's where you can watch the show live just about every Thursday. I think this is probably the longest streak of Thursdays.
I think so. And there's no end in sight.
Yeah, no, not for none. Not that I know of. So you can watch the show live Thursday, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern time. If you don't catch the show live, you can catch it on the website, on our RSS feed, on iTunes, on YouTube. We got all sorts of ways for you guys to enjoy the show. So please head on over to gizwiz.tv. Next, head on over to gizwiz.biz. That's Dickie D's website. He writes up fantastic articles about all the gadgets that we cover. So if you want to find out more information about anything that's been on the show, head on over to gizwiz.biz. And while you're there, play What the Heck Is It? We love to do the unofficial What the Heck Is It's on this show, but this is the official, the What the Heck Is It? And this is the gadget that you are trying to figure out what the heck it is. This is obvious to me that whenever you get an elephant that is worried about its appearance and has bad eyesight, this is the device you use to put in those contact lenses. Because I don't want those glasses to be messing up their game. If you think you know what this is, get a guessing. Gizwiz.biz, 6 Mad Magazines for correct answers, but 12 Mad Magazines for funny, clever, hilarious, and interesting answers. So get a guessing over at Gizwiz.biz. That about wraps it up for our show. We'll see you next week.
I'll be here.